Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the Dreaded Heroes report. Alright, got a lot of news. Let's get started. WWE SmackDown taping Tuesday, July 19th, 2011 will be held at the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Save your money. Up. WWE Raw live event Champaign, Illinois back in March 25th. Drew about 6,700 fans for about a $175,000 gate. March 26th, Evansville, Indiana did about 7,500 fans for about 190,000, and the show March 27th, that was on a Sunday in Indianapolis, drew about 11,000 fans for about $295,000. The Rock wrote, by the way, this morning regarding John Cena at WrestleMania 27, I think it was on his Twitter, I guess, says, John Cena created his own hell, and The Rock is the demon who crawled up out of it. In 3 days, the demon is unleashed. Team, bring it. Jerry Lawler, by the way, was reportedly told that he cannot use his finishing move, the pile driver, in his match with Michael Cole at WrestleMania. And I have no idea who came up with that and why. Apparently Lawler was wanting to, which I don't blame him. Drew McIntyre, by the way, told SkySports.com earlier this week that Finlay and William Regal and The Undertaker have all been instrumental behind the scenes in his development since joining the WWE roster. While he isn't currently announced for WrestleMania 27, Drew said that the following is regarding the role at the big event. I'm sure I'm involved. It's WrestleMania, and I'm certainly not going to sit back and watch. So I don't know. They may have an 18-man battle royal. They may have a 18-man tag team. They usually try and get everybody at the main event. Now they'll have some dark matches and things too. So hopefully all the roster will be used somehow. That's a big payday. SmackDown live event now. We're back to SmackDown in March 26th. Grand Rapids, Michigan did 6,200 fans for about $200,000 gate. March 22nd was in East Lansing, Michigan, 4,500 fans for $131,000. WWE.com annual WrestleMania diary this year follows Shawn Michaels as he prepares to be inducted in this year's Hall of Fame. And here's a few notes from WrestleMania art show that was at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia last night. Last time I was at an art show, anyway, between 150 to about 200 fans were present at the red carpet event. By the way, the red carpet event was $10, while admission to the art show was $60. And most of WWE stars and divas art pieces were sold, raising money for charity. Matt Striker, the MC, hyped a special mystery guest, but they didn't appear due to bad weather and traffic. Traffic I can understand, but bad weather, heck, I thought it was sunshine in there. Alright, WWE superstars, divas arrived in limousines, and they all pretty much had a Make-A-Wish kid as their date. Jerry Lawler's piece has probably been about the most noteworthy of any of them. It was a portrait of Vince McMahon Sr. and Shane McMahon. And kind of an interesting note here about the laycool. In the year 2010, now this is all before her bad foot, Michelle's bad ankle, foot, whatever's wrong with it. Layla works 71 WWE live events while Michelle McCool works 17. Anyway, Michelle is rarely booked at live events because of her husband, The Undertaker's seniority with the company. Michelle was kept off the road while Taker was injured and helped him recover at home. Oh. Matches for tonight's TNA Impact include Scott Steiner versus Jesse Neal, taking on also Max Buck taking on Jeremy Buck, Winner taking on Velvet Sky, and Matt Hardy Abyss, Brother Ray taking on Rob Van Dam, Sting, and Mr. Anderson in a steel cage. Todd Grisham, by the way, and others will be at WrestleMania Access tonight, filming segments for Friday's SmackDown on Sci-Fi. Access kicks off today at the Georgia World Congress Center in Georgia, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Alright, there was an incident, I didn't hear about this until today, but last weekend there was an incident at WWE live event in Evansville, Indiana, where a fan got hurt after Sheamus and Daniel Bryan crashed through the ringside fan barrier. And one of the fans was really upset until Dean Malenko came out and invited him to go backstage and meet some of the WWE stars. Oh, you got to stroke him some now. You know how us people are, where we get upset and want to sue. Anyway, the fan noted that Jerry Lawler and WWE trainer looked over his knee while John Cena, Orton, and others spoke to him, took photos with him and things like that. Sheamus came in, he apologized, and then gave the fan his signed t-shirt that he wore to the ring that night. WWE is hoping, in addition to The Rock and Snooki at WrestleMania 27, to help break the 1 million pay-per-view buys again. They're hoping to use the social media like Facebook and Twitter to help push the buys too. I think it's been about 2 years. The last two WrestleManias, I believe, was not. It was in the 900,000s, I think, but they didn't break the 1 million. Maybe 3 years ago, I have to look it up. I think they might have broke it then. WWE Chief Marketing Officer Michelle Wilson told multi-channel news this week that the idea is to do more social media promotion for WrestleMania this year, something more than the traditional TV ads. Wilson said, we're trying out, to bring former fans back because of The Rock and new fans with the Snooki storyline. I don't know how many you're going to get with Snooki on being new, but there's a certain element there with certain people. I don't know what it is. If Snooki gets clotheslined by anybody, she won't have far to fall, will she? Anyway, Wilson talked about the fans being able to go to The Rock's Facebook page and do response to what Cena did to him on Raw, and people like to get that off their chest, I guess. And it's said Triple H pushes for WWE Hall of Fame to be legit, and there's a feeling that the inductions will be more legit once he takes over control of the company and pushes this old guy out of the way. Anyway, they're talking about building a brick and mortar place, so you can go visit. But a lot of those things, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they have a hard time making ends meet there. There's a lot of upkeep. And I don't know what they would put in the Hall of Fame. Would it be just wax figures of the wrestlers, or maybe some belts? I don't. Of course, knowing WWE, they're going to have a building that's going to be selling all kinds of odds and ends things there. They'll make some money somehow. WrestleMania, she says, is Snooki says kind of came natural to me. I did gymnastics for 8 years. I've been cheerleading in middle school, and said I'm going to rehearse this weekend for Mania, and I'm going to incorporate that with my gymnastic skills. Snooki said she used to watch WWE a long time ago. Thought that there was a former star that was attractive, but after that she kind of quit watching. She didn't say who it was. She says, I really enjoy it. Trish Stratus, by the way, is featured in a new interview on the DivaDirt.com where she talks about WrestleMania 27, Tough Enough, and more. Regarding working with Layla and Michelle McCool, she says, the opportunity came up with laycool. I'm so excited about it. I mean, they've done great work, and people love to hate them. So I'm a fan. I sat back and watched Layla grow, which she used to just dance, come out and dance on ECW, but she came a long way. In regards to, can you name the other two that used to come out and dance? Yeah, I can. I think might have been even a third one, other than I think it was 4. One took off for a while. Well, anyway, just a little trivia for you. In regards to WWE, had an article up about Abdullah the Butcher's Hall of Fame induction that changed to say he'd never had dream matches with Hulk Hogan or Bret Hart, but Abdullah did wrestle both men, Hogan in Japan and Hart at Stampede Wrestling. So little inaccuracies there. And Rock taped the interview for Piers Morgan in New York yesterday that's going to be airing on CNN this afternoon. I seen the one with him and Hogan. Of course, he forked Hogan in the head and blood all over the place, and of course Abdullah got it. And the match ended with them wrestling all the way out into the crowd, and people just scattered like ants all over the place. That's kind of funny. I miss those those days. I don't know why, but I do. All right, what else we got here? I think Sonny is going to be appearing on Sirius Radio yesterday, it says. Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, thank you guys for clicking. I got to go.